Oppa Gangnam Style. Like, what do you want me to say? Oppa Gangnam Style.
Winner, gagnant.
Oh god! I forgot that I wasn't VTubing today, and I all of a sudden got to see my own face, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh god. Oh god, Peyton's here. Oh no. Oh, Peyton's here. Fuck. No. Get them out of here. I need to turn my lights up. I'm dark in here. Oh, good lord. I need to fix that. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, my blinding. Oh, there we go. I'm like, can we fix that, please? Thank you. Oh, there we go. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, Kimber. Hi, Bunny. Thank you so much for the 5-stream streak and for being first. Hi, Lily on YouTube. Hi, everybody. Long time no see. If I sound a little weird, it's because of the reason that I wasn't streaming for the last week. I got sick and lost my voice. Wow, just doing that sounded weird. I can't hold a note or anything. The fact that I'm able to consistently talk is a minor miracle. But yeah, vaguely was dying last week. Vaguely was dying. I had a cold. I had a normal cold. Hi, hope you're having a great day. Baby Bug, thank you so much. I hope you're having one too. Yeah, minor cold. I just couldn't talk at all. And I was like, I don't think I should stream if I can't finish a sentence without sounding like this. It was not fun. But I'm here. My hands are freezing. Oh, wait. I look like I'm casting spells on you guys with how white it makes my hands the closer I get to the light. Virtual sin forgiveness. Does anybody else know that gif? The gif of the guy who's virtual sin forgiveness, and he goes I think about that all the time. My brain is full of like random references to weird things I've seen in my life that make sense to nobody else except for me. Now I want to find virtual sin forgiveness. Wait. Virtual sin forgiveness. There it is. I'm currently working on a new Jinx wig while watching you. Glad you're feeling a bit better. Ooh. Oh, I haven't Jinx wigged in so long. Wait, no. Not the word I meant. I meant to say styled a wig. I've never made a Jinx wig. Am I here? Am I like present today? Hey.
Howdy,
Hey.
and welcome to the adventuring party.
Baby Bug, you follow me on Twitch too. Thank you so much. Can this GIF please show? Can this GIF please show? Actually, let me see if I add just like an image, if I can add a GIF, or if it won't let me. I don't know why I'm spending so much time showing you guys this GIF. It's not even showing up. Wow. Hey guys, do you love this image that I put on screen? Yeah, that's me toggling it off and on and off and on. No. It's not working. You guys just have to believe me when I talk about the virtual sin forgiveness GIF. You guys just have to believe me. Because apparently, OBS doesn't want me to show you. Boo. Anyways, hi everybody. I hate YouTube monetization. That's what I was going to tell you guys. I was like, I forgot what I was going to say. I finally hit YouTube monetization. It's been a process. If you know me, you know I've been consistently uploading and streaming and putting shorts on and long form videos on YouTube for the past year, trying to get monetization. To a couple times I got like really close, and then the way YouTube does monetization is you can either get like, I think it's 4,000 watch hours on like long form videos over 365 days, or 10 million shorts views in 90 days, which is an insane number. Especially for 90 days. Like, I'm not getting 10 million views in 90 days. If I get like 1 million views in 90 days, I consider that good for me. So there was like one time where a video of mine went viral. A couple videos of mine went viral. And I made it to like 7 out of 10 million views. And then like a week later, it was back down to 3 million. And I was like, oh, well, I got so close, but so far. But I finally hit 4,000 watch hours because a video of mine picked up in the algorithm, which was really fun. And now I have monetization. That's so exciting. YouTube monetization is so strange. It is really strange. Back in the day, you used to only need to have like 500 subscribers and like a couple of video uploads and they give you monetization. But apparently they changed it around pandemic times when everybody started to become a YouTuber. They wanted to make it like a little bit harder for people to get monetization because they don't want to pay people. And so they made it weird, but I don't know. I did it. Anne-Marie, congrats on the monetization. I'm happy to hear you're feeling better. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be feeling better. I'm still like a little bit congested, but I was so sick of like just sounding like garbage all the time. Sam, hi Sam. Hi Sam. Actually, you know what? Daily haunting. Can we get a Sam into daily haunting? No way that actually worked. I was 100% expecting it to be a picture of me. It's you, Sam. It's you, Sam. You're the American Psycho. And now you get a picture of me, Sam. That's how it works. We trade. This ugly ass image is so good. Lily says, I used your advice from your videos for my Grell cosplay. Oh, I'm so glad. I hope it turned out well. Another one. Trading Pokemon cards of each other. Exactly. And this one is Kimber. This one's me threw up. I threw up. Me threw up. Why did I say me threw up? Like I'm Jar Jar Binks. Misa threw up. I love this one. No, that's one of my favorite images of me. Let me see if I can get the other one, actually. Where's my other favorite image of me? Not that one. Damn. I'll just have to hope that it shows up. But yes, point of the stream. I've started yapping, which is a good thing. I love to yap. But I'm gonna try filming YouTube videos, and if I can get it to work, shorts on stream today. I got like a completely new lighting setup. Like I treated myself for it at the end of the year to like celebrate a good business year. And then in January, so much happened all at once. And then I never got to film. And now it's the middle of February, and I have not used any of my new lighting supplies at all. I have like this fancy key light right in front of me, which is why I look actually in good lighting today, when I usually look like, if I come on my webcam, you usually see I'm in the worst lighting imaginable. And I have a teleprompter. And it makes me feel so fancy to have a teleprompter. The way it works is it's like an angled piece of glass that my camera looks through. And then my iPad sits like this, and it reflects text off my iPad. What's your stream setup like? Can I move my camera? Do I have enough camera mobility? No. No, I do not. God. Can I? Here. Hello? Hi. This is me. This is my background. You can see I have one RGB light. Oh, I'm pointing the wrong way. I have one RGB light over here, and then one over here, and that's my wall. And then if I flip the camera around, I'm a little bit constrained for space, but you can see, these are my monitors. You can see there's my key light, and then that's my teleprompter, and you can see the reflection of me on the teleprompter. And behind that is my camera, and then this little thing right here is where my iPad sits. It makes me feel so fancy. I feel so fancy schmancy. And then my mic is on an adjustable mic arm because I like to push my mic away to the side when I'm not using it. And my monitors are both on monitor arms so that I have as much desk space as possible. And I have a Stream Deck, which I've had for years. I've had my Stream Deck for like coming on 4 years now. Yeah, because I just hit my 4-year streaming anniversary, so I've had it for like 3.5 years. Isn't that crazy that I've been streaming and by extension VTubing for 4 years? That's crazy to me. But yeah, that's my setup. I have like an L-shaped desk, so over here I have a bunch of like figures and stuff, decorations to make the place feel a little more homey because I spend so much time down here. This is my basement. And it's cold and it's dark and I need enrichment in my enclosure. I was originally wearing a completely different outfit, and about 5 minutes before stream started, I ran up 2 flights of stairs to my bedroom, and I was like, I need to change. It is so cold down here that I cannot be wearing anything that isn't long sleeve. So I'm wearing mango hoodie. And if anybody has anything to say about the fact that I'm wearing a hoodie in my YouTube video, I don't care. I do not care. I usually like to try and dress cute for my videos, and I think I look cute today, but I'm like casual. Nice. I want to get into streaming, but I'm so anxious about it and I don't know where to start. The best thing to do is just start. You don't need the perfect setup. You don't need like everything. You just have to start and like put yourself out there and start to like get into the like routine and the feel of streaming. and then invest in like a nicer setup as you like stream and you get into the groove of it and you figure out what you need, what you don't need, etc., etc. And also, this is my number one streaming tip. I say this like I haven't been speaking for 17 minutes straight so far, or no, 12, because there's 5 minutes of break before the stream. You don't have to talk every single second of your stream, which is something I really struggle with. I don't want like dead air per se, and I always feel weird when I'm like streaming and I'm not talking. But then I watch other streamers, and other streamers will have moments like where they're not talking at all, and I'm like, okay, I'm just being dramatic. You can like be quiet for a little bit, especially if you have like music playing in the background or like you're sewing or something. You don't have to like be, I guess the phrase I would use is like on all the time. There's a lot of times if you watch me stream regularly, well, I will sit here in silence because I'm like, I've run out of things to say and I don't have to say, hi, Icefire, how are you? Think. But without further ado, I'm going to start setting up to film. Where's my watch going off? Did I make money? Wait. Yes. My watch goes off to tell me whenever I make like an Etsy or a Shopify sale. And people don't usually text me, so whenever my watch goes off, it's usually, you made money. It's the anxiety of, oh no, I gotta fill space or else people will leave. Like, no, it's okay. Exactly. Like people are gonna stay because they like you. They don't care if you're talking 24/7. And if they care if you're talking 24/7, they can leave. They can leave. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the biggest person on Twitch, the biggest person on YouTube, but I've got like a wonderful little community of you guys who like come back and stay and like me for me, and I don't feel like I have to like put on a performance to stream well. Sometimes I enjoy the lock-in mode where we can just hear your clicky clack of the keyboard. I love my little keyboard, guys. A moment for the rainbow pastel keyboard, thank you. The rainbow pastel keyboard, and then my like hardcore gamer mouse. Because I realized I needed like a more intense mouse to play Marvel Rivals with. I was using like an ergonomic work mouse, but I needed a gamer mouse. My gamer keyboard, exactly. My gamer setup. But yeah, I'm gonna start getting set up for filming. And I'm gonna move this blanket. I've just had a blanket in my lap because once again, it's cold down here. When I was setting up my filming earlier, first of all, I hung new things on the wall. I got this little neon light of a balloon dog from the dollar store. He's blue. You can't see it. There's a new album on the wall. I have like an album shelf over here. Right now it's Fall Out Boy. That is the original inked art for the comic Motor Crush, drawn by Babs Tarr. Babs Tarr is one of my favorite artists. I also have a sketch of her Batgirl up here. There it is. And then my pins, which were always there. Anyways, that's your room tour. That's your room tour from what you can see. And this is my heat press. I'm over here now. Welcome. Now that you're on Twitch, you can take advantage of all of my weird and strange redeems here on Twitch. But yeah, I'm going to start setting up. So if I disappear out of the frame, you know why. Oh, my creaky chair. Oh my god, that thing's so bad. I'm kind of grateful that I don't have to film in my chair anymore and I have to film in this stool. Because of the fact that I don't have to worry about creaky gamer moments. Sorry. See, look at the height difference. The height difference is crazy.
Michael!
Don't leave me here! Michael!
Help!
How's this? How's the mic? Oh, okay, the mic is fine. I'll lift it up. This fucking microphone. There we go. I moved it and it was like, I'm gonna unplug and stop working. And then when you try and plug me back in, I'm gonna tell you that actually I've been plugged in this whole time. Evil, evil, evil. Hey Peyton, how's it going? It's going so much better than it has been. I feel like every time I hop on stream and people ask me how it's going, I usually say it's going better than it has been. Because if it's going bad, I'm not streaming. I'm gonna set up my teleprompter. I'm gonna set up my camera. I didn't realize when I bought the teleprompter that it didn't come with a screen itself and that you had to put an iPad on it. But the teleprompter app is kind of cool because you just like put your text in here and then it puts it upside down so it reflects correctly on the teleprompter, and then it scrolls and you can choose like how fast it scrolls and everything, and you can just tap to pause it. It's super easy. I've never gotten to use my teleprompter though. This is my first time and I'm really, really excited. Let me move my webcam so that it's not in the way of the teleprompter. There we go. Why is it crooked? Oh, my iPad's just crooked. Okay. Yes! That's good. This is my webcam, but I'm filming on my camera. So when you see me film, if I'm not looking at my webcam, it's because I'm looking at my camera. I'm also going to try and see if I can set up the teleprompter to work with my phone too, so I can film vertically. Or even like film vertically with my camera, because right now I can't use the teleprompter and film vertically, which is annoying because 90% of the videos I make are shorts. Let me go get my camera on. Oh my god, I forgot that I set this up earlier and like the framing is perfect. I'm gonna do a little, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna move a little bit. I'm gonna lean in, I'm gonna lean back. I always like to do little like test clips to make sure the lighting's right and everything. The bummer about the teleprompter is I have like one of those camera screens that flips, but the teleprompter has like a bag that goes over it, and the bag makes it so that I can't see the screen. So I have to film like test footage to make sure that I can see and that I look good. Okay, how is that looking? Okay, I'm not in focus. Well, that's kind of evil. Hey, buddy, can we like sort that out? Okay, I think I can now see the flipped screen a little bit better. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, now it can see me. Now it can see me. I'm gonna try and hold my something here to focus. I wish I had something I could put right here that's like as tall as I am that I could use to focus with. But I don't have that. I'm gonna try and use my water bottle. Oh, that's not even in the right spot at all. Oh lord, and I just moved the camera. Oh, we're all going to hell. Oh, we're all going to hell. Okay. That might be it. That might be the move. Unsure. I'm gonna film another test clip because I can't tell if that's in focus or not. It's supposed to autofocus on my face, but I don't feel very focused. Peeper. Oh. When you get a second, could you come and hold down the autofocus button on my camera? Thank you. He's sick. Our poor boy, he's sick. Also, hi Venti on YouTube. Hold down the like shutter button, the autofocus button, and it'll just focus on my face. Are you stupid? I don't think it's that one, no. I can show you. Here. until I sit and then just hold it down to focus. Okay, yay, thank you. That's all I need. Are you able to start laundry?
I figured you're filming right now, so.
I was gonna say, I'd appreciate it if you didn't. Here, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Okay, let's do this. I guess. There's no other thing to do than just do it. I'm gonna start recording my audio. I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna hit on video. There we go. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna clap so I can line these up later. Okay. It's scrolling a little bit too slow for my liking, so I'm gonna give it a second. Okay, who's ready for me to bump into filming mode right now? Okay. I just simply think we should all play social media the same way it plays us. Fight fire with fire, you know? I'm gonna do a few takes of that. It keeps defocusing. No, stop! Okay, there we go. I simply think we should all play social media like it plays us. Fight fire with fire, you know? I simply think we should all play social media like it plays us. Fight fire with fire, you know? How dare you? How dare you? Are you about to start laundry? No. Okay, good. I was like, please don't! I will save that as the first clip. What am I calling this one? Social media. SOCMED _1. And export. How are my audio levels in Audacity? Oh, they're good. I guess I never told you guys what I'm filming. I'm filming like the cosplayer's guide to social media. I forgot to say that. That's probably like important to know what I'm filming when I'm filming it, huh? I'm like, maybe. This teleprompter's funky though. I think I might have to slow it down a little bit with the speed of my talking, but we'll see once I actually get into talking. All right, one more time. That was the first bit of the intro. Now we get into the second bit of the intro. Let me... Hi, I'm Cos Peyton, and I'm a professional cosplay pattern maker and marketing professional. One of the most common questions I constantly get asked is, Peyton, how the hell do I figure out social media? Not to fret, for I not only have a fancy piece of paper that says I know what I'm doing, but also this. Wow, I hated that. I hated that. Why am I... This is going way too fast for my liking, the stupid scrolling. Hey, can we pause? Hey, buddy. Can we pause? Can we pause and... Can we... Actually, I'm just going to take this down. I'm going to stop filming for a second. Man. Growing pains. Growing pains. Growing... I can't stress this enough. Pains. SOCMED 2. But also, this! Like, why am I talking like that? I get nervous when I film. And then I start to, like, just say things weirdly. I, like, forget how a human is supposed to speak. This text can also be way smaller. And just a smidgen slower. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. The text was so big that it was like cutting off some of the words. I have fixed it. I have fixed it. Let me go. All right, let's do this again. One. This is how YouTubers feel. This is so complicated. 2, 3. It is not scrolling. Please. There we go. Hi, I'm Cos Peyton, and I'm a professional cosplay pattern maker and marketing professional. Why do I say professional twice? Hi, I'm Cos Peyton, a pattern maker and marketing professional. No, I forgot cosplay. I have a script. How am I forgetting what to say in my own script? Hi, I'm Cos Peyton, a professional cosplay pattern maker and marketer. One of the most common questions Can you stop watching me? It's making me anxious. It's making me nervous. I'm like looking at the teleprompter, and right behind the teleprompter, Peter is standing there like this. Stop! I'm scared of you! Stop! He's giving me judgmental looks. Man, leave me alone. Leave me alone! Bye, I love you. Please have soup for me, or grits or something, or tea. I love you. My poor guy. Hi, I'm Cos Peyton, a professional cosplay pattern maker and marketer. One of the most common questions I get asked all the time is, Peyton, how the hell do I figure out social media? Well, not to fret, for teleprompter does not stop me from just not knowing how to read. Well, not to fret, for I not only have a fancy piece of paper that says I know what I'm doing, but also this. And then this is the part where I show a bunch of pictures of like my social media stats. I'll keep this intro short since I've got a lot of yapping to do, but I know you guys... I'll keep this intro short because I've got a lot of yapping to do, but if you guys are interested, this could become the start of a series if you're looking... Wow. I've forgotten how to speak! One more time. I'll keep this intro short since I have a lot of yapping to do, but I figured if you guys like this, this might be the start of a series? I don't know. Either way, if you have any specific questions or things you want to learn that aren't in this video, comment below and let me know. As well, there are time skips for each kind of chapter of this video. If you want to skip around, feel free to check out the description. I don't like how I said that. As well, there are timestamps for each chapter of the video below if you want to skip around. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay. Yeah? Yeah? Please stop. Okay. And then stop. And stop my video. I think that's a decent start. I'm like having a hard time reading the teleprompter a little bit, but it will get easier with time. It's a learned skill to teleprompt. Yes. Oh, it's still scrolling. Okay, so you hate me. Okay. Learning process, exactly. Nobody's good at anything the first time they do it. I'm gonna check to make sure I'm in focus, because that's probably important. yeah, I am in focus. All right, let's do this again. Let's do this again. And by do this again, I mean do other things. So why does social media even matter? It kind of doesn't. Well, it does, but it depends on the person. If you're doing this for a hobby, it doesn't matter. If you're doing this for fun, it doesn't matter. If you're running a business or trying to run a business, it matters. It kind of doesn't. Well, it does, but it depends on the person. If you're doing this for a hobby, it doesn't matter. If you're doing it for fun, it doesn't matter. But if you're running a business or trying to run a business, it matters. For example, I run a cosplay business selling sewing patterns, and if not for consistent social media posting, nobody would know what I make. I need to drive traffic to my shop. And social media is what the? Social media is exactly that. Social. It's a great way to connect to people. Why'd I say it like that? Eek, 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 eek. Oh, it's not playing anymore. Come on. Social media is exactly that. Social. It's a great way to connect to people, your audience, future collaborators, brands, etc. It's a showcase of you, your personality, and the art you create. Side note, I hate when people call their cosplays content or say they're a content creator. Like, you're making art. You're an artist. I will, however, probably end up calling it content creation throughout this video for the sake of explanation purposes. My bad, but it's a word, it's a phrase, it works, okay? It works. It works. So, what platform should you focus on? When it comes to social media platforms, sometimes you'll get advice to post all the time on every single platform. Do not do this. You will burn out. You cannot give them all your full attention, and sometimes they don't align with the audience you want to curate. Sure, I could multi-stream my Twitch streams to somewhere like Kick, but my audience isn't there, and it would be a waste of my time. I choose instead to focus on Twitch and YouTube, as that's where my target audience is. However, if you have a unique username and a new social media pops up that you think could be big down the line, don't hesitate to claim your username while you can. Wow, the teleprompter is scrolling too fast. However, if you have a unique username and a new social media pops up that you think could be big down the line, don't hesitate to claim your username while you can. Someone was cosplaying on YouTube before I was and tried to impersonate me with random shitpost videos, and let me tell you, it was really, really weird. Personally, I'm active on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, with the occasional posts on Twitter, not calling it X, Blue Sky, and Threads. I find my personal bread and butter is in video and photo content creation, so I like to prioritize platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Wow, this is still going too fast for me. Personally, I'm active on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, with the occasional posts on Twitter, not calling it X, Blue Sky, and Threads. I find my personal bread and butter is in video and photo content creation, so I make sure my attention is on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube that prioritize those types of posts. I'm not good at writing witty/informative. Why did I say slash out loud? I don't like that. I'm not good at writing witty or informative short text posts under 180 characters. I'm way too much of a yapper if you can't tell. As well, that's where my target audience is. Cosplayers tend to congregate in certain online spaces, and I want to be where they are. Cosplayers tend to congregate in certain online spaces, and I want to be where they are. Okay. I'm going to stop there for now. Because I'm always worried about my camera stopping filming. Because it has a tendency to stop filming and then not tell me it stopped filming until I check, and it hasn't been filming for like 5 minutes. So I only like to film 5-minute brackets at a time. Are you still filming? You are! Good little computer. Good little camera. Okay. slurping on my water like a toddler. Okay. I want to slow this down ever so slightly. There we go. Okay. But how do you keep up with posting? Personally, I usually post 3 times a week on 3 different platforms, but I can only do this because I plan, film, edit, and schedule my posts in advance. This is also part of my job, admittedly, so don't be stressed if you can't manage that many of hours per... Eek. This is also part of my job, so don't be stressed if you can't manage that many hours of work per month or week. This is only what works for me. You do not have to follow this guide. Maybe you want to post more, maybe less. I see people with massive success who post maybe like once a week or even once a month on each platform. It all depends on what works for you and your schedule. Just be consistent. I sit down and film all my social media videos for either a month or a 2-week span in one sitting so I don't have to consistently worry about if I have things ready day to day and can instead focus on other aspects of cosplay and my job like sewing, making new products, so on and so forth. Sometimes if I don't want to let people catch on that I'm filming Sometimes, if I don't want to let people catch on to my methods, I'll even change outfits or the background lighting colors when I film. I typically film about 10 videos at a time, which lasts me about 3 weeks, and I edit them over the next day or 2. For scripts, I write mine in advance in the Notes app on my phone, and whenever I get inspiration, I'll quickly draft a note and scribble down my thoughts before they go away. I'll be at like the grocery store, and I'll like look at like a box of rice, and I'll all of a sudden think, oh my god, I should make a video about this, and I write it down in my phone. Sometimes that just means like nonsensical titles and bullet points, but I can always clean it up later, but I can't always remember that idea later, you know? I use CapCut to edit my videos simply because I got a really good deal on CapCut Pro, and I like how their program's specifically built for social media video editing. But any program will work. CapCut, DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro, iMovie, Final Cut Pro, Vegas Pro. Those are a few just off the top of my head, but you are not at all limited to them. For photos, that is a completely different story, which I'll get into a bit when I talk about social media planners and dive a bit more into the making good content chapter later. Okay, and this part is going to have some footage of me doing stuff, but I'm still going to talk anyways. So here's a peek at my social media planner from a previous month. You can see I post regularly on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I use Later, which when I started had a free plan, but there are dozens of social media planners out there. Hootsuite, Canva, Buffer, and Planoly are a few I've heard good things about from the past from coworkers and friends. I don't like how I said that. I'm going to do it again. So, here's a peek at my social media planner for a previous month. You can see I post regularly on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I use Later, which when I started using it has a free plan, but I'm not sure if it does anymore. There's also But truly, there are dozens of social media planners out there. Hootsuite, Canva, Buffer, Planoly, those are just a few off the top of my head that I've heard from coworkers and friends. There's even built-in planners in many social media platforms these days, such as the Meta Business Suite or the YouTube scheduling feature. I like Later because it can either auto-post my scheduled posts or give me a notification on my phone so I can post them myself, which is great if I want to add specific audios, tag people, etc., etc. I can also see my posts all laid out on a calendar. As a visual person, I really appreciate that it's laid out like this. Otherwise, just looking at all the dates, I'm going to get really confused. You'll also notice I post on different days, on different times, on each platform. I try and stagger what I post on different platforms so that people who follow me on multiple platforms don't see the same video 3 times in a row on the same day. For example, a video I post on Instagram on Monday might not end up on YouTube until Friday and TikTok the next week. As well, time to post is different for each platform, and I base that on when my followers are most active. Almost every platform lets you look at your analytics that show you when your followers are online. Later also has an automatic feature that calculates this and populates it in your content calendar, which I think is pretty cool. For example, as of January 2026, my best time to post on Instagram is 10 a.m., YouTube is 3 p.m., and TikTok is 8 p.m. That one actually went better than the last one. Let me pause stop, and I'll stop the video. I'm hungry! Man, I'm hungry. My stupid life. I want to have a snack. Social media 5. Export. Okay. The next section is making good content. I still feel like I need to slow this down a tinge more. Or maybe... No, I like it like that. Okay. I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna start the camera. And we're gonna go into the next section. Beep. I wish I still had a camera remote that worked. But unfortunately, my camera is like a decade old, and my camera remotes don't work anymore. What content do you make, and how do you make it good? There are a lot of things that make good content, but the biggest one in my eyes is value. Social media is filled with never-ending content, art, and just absolute slop. So, how do you stand out? You make it with... Oh my god! There are a lot of things that make good content, but I like to think that the biggest one is value. Social media is filled with never-ending content, art, and just absolute slop. So, how do you stand out? Make stuff with value in mind. Make stuff that someone won't want to scroll by since it provides them with something. Maybe that's information like a tutorial, an infographic, or tips. Maybe it's a funny story, or a sad story they feel for, or a jaw-dropping cosplay photo that they can't look away from. Whatever it is, tailoring it to have value is what really matters in the eyes of like a social media algorithm. When it comes to photos, I often like to get a little wordy and rambly in my captions and fill them with personal anecdotes or something to spark discussion. I want people to see not only my costume, but also see a little bit about the person behind it and how I made it. To help you, here's a little bit of basic marketing jargon for you to know that can make your videos, posts, titles, and captions better and more strategic. Hook. Do you have something that will make people want to stay and watch within the first 3 seconds? Ask a question, say something shocking, tease them with the end result, or present them with something interesting enough that they want to see more. Hooks are also huge for titles for videos on things like YouTube and YouTube Shorts. Look at how other people write their titles on their successful videos and take inspiration from that without directly copying. Originality is key. You don't want to be making slop. Shareability and savability. Shareability and savability are making something someone would want to share with their friends and followers. Typically things that are relatable, funny, impressive, some sort of storytelling, so on and so forth. Or something savable that they'll want to look at later, which are things like tutorials, tips, works in progress, behind the scenes, etc. Call to action. What do you want your viewers to do when they see your post? Do you want them to save it, comment it, like it, follow you? Give them a reason to. At the end of my tutorial videos, I often like asking the viewer if they have any tips related to the video that they could share in the comments. Or if I know I'm presenting a lot of information, I'll say something like, make sure you save this video so you always have these tips on hand. Another way to make sure what you're posting on social media is valuable is to make it authentic. Let me try that again. Another way to make sure what you're posting on social media is valuable is to make it authentic. With the rise of AI and constant slop on the internet, people are once again falling in love with real voices and real faces. I find social media strategy is built on knowing your target audience and talking with them, not to or at. Authenticity is important, and people like personality. Let your personality shine. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Nobody else is exactly like you, and that is a good thing. Your uniqueness is to be celebrated, not put into a box of what social media thinks is good. For example, when I first started doing YouTube, I got a comment on one of my videos from somebody who said that often I look like I'm trying too hard because I'm very expressive when I talk, and I talk with my hands and my face a lot. Here's the thing though, I've got autism. That's just how I talk. That's just how I look. I'm not very good at masking my expressions. I'm not very good at a poker face. But at the same time, for the hate comment I got from somebody saying I'm too expressive, I've gotten comments from other people who say that they love how I talk and how I present information, and they love that I feel like I care about what I'm talking about. Which I do! Which I do! Why'd I say it like that? Which I do! Alright. Cut the cameras. Winning the algorithm. Winning the algorithm is possible, but it's also annoying as hell. Each platform performs differently, has different audiences and preferences, and what does well on one platform may do horribly on another. For example, this video did great on TikTok, but performed pretty poorly on YouTube compared to my usual stats. Don't be discouraged if something doesn't work out on every site. That is normal and natural. Another way to get a hang of the algorithm is to look at other creators, see what does well, and spin it into your own style. I tend to look at creators in my own niches or similar niches. So for me, that would be cosplay, but I also look at creators who make sewing, crochet, small business, anime, and comic content for inspiration too. I have a folder on Instagram for videos that I found compelling for one reason or another that I look to for information. Sometimes that's a good hook, sometimes that's a fun editing style, sometimes that's an audio. It really is just a haberdashery. That's not the word. It's really just like a hodgepodge of information. Sometimes the algorithm will fight against you. You'll have posts that flop, months where your growth slows down or falls. Let me try that again. Sometimes the algorithm will fight against you. You'll have posts that flop, months where your growth slows down or fails, and so on and so forth. That doesn't mean what you're doing is necessarily bad. Oftentimes, social media platforms just prioritize very certain things at very certain times. The best thing you can do is stay true to you and what you love, and your audience will build from that. And finally, the best way to have what you create be good is to love what you do. I wholeheartedly love making cosplay patterns and sharing the joy of cosplay with folks of all ages. I love to make tutorials and tips, and I never believe in gatekeeping anything. Oh, I actually do talk about the face thing in this script. I forgot about that. Oops. I once got told my face was too expressive, and it seemed like I was performing for the camera, but that's just honestly who I am. I have a terrible poker face, I get excited easily, I show my love. I have a terrible poker face. I have a terrible poker face, I get excited easily, I show my tone through expressions, and I'm a little cartoony with how I do it. Nothing wrong with that because it's me. It's my joy, and nobody can take that away from me. So, with all that yapping, what did we learn? Social media doesn't matter, but it also kind of does. It's also fickle, and a post flopping doesn't mean you are a flop. The best content you can make is authentic, valuable, and something you enjoy creating. Your joy and excitement will shine through in your posts, and your audience will find you. This takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is social media success. The people who say it does don't know anything about longevity. And for the love of God, please do not quit your job after one post goes viral. Please. It rarely ever works out the way you think it will. Thank you so much for watching. It just went all the way back to the beginning of my script. I'm still reading! Diva, I'm still reading. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and also drop a comment to let me know what you thought and what you'd like to see in a future video from me. And last of all, happy making! I did it! Stopping. Turning my camera off for a second. Coming back over here. I did it! Did you guys enjoy watching me yap for like 20 minutes straight there? Actually, it was like 30. Jesus. Sock med. 6. I did it, and I'm warm, which is so funny because I was freezing cold down here earlier, and now I'm hot because I have a big ass, bright ass light pointing at me at all times. I like my teleprompter. I like it. It's schwanky. Here's my script. It's upside down and also mirrored. I want to film some shorts too, but I'm worried when it comes to the shorts because, like, I don't know if I can set it up with my phone. I don't know. So I'm gonna, like, fiddle with it for a second here. And see if I can get it set up with my phone. I'm going to keep the stream on, though. Even if you're not going to be able to see me, you can hear me struggle. I'm in the background struggling. Okay. Take my camera off this. Hey. There we go. Okay. This is my camera, by the way. It's a Canon EOS 600D, which is the British version of the T3i, I believe. I don't know. It's an old-ass camera. It's very old. Hi, Soldier of Wrath. Welcome to the stream. This is my old
Howdy,
camera. I
and
bought it off of
welcome
Facebook
to the
Marketplace.
adventuring party.
And thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to the party. Yeah, it's an old camera. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace for cheap. It works. Also, I am wearing pajama pants. Deal with it. Where did I put that? Where did I put my phone stand for my camera? I had it recently, and then I was like, that's a weird spot for it. I should move it. And I don't remember where I moved it to. Is it back here? No. Okay. I will be right back. Old cheap camera that works is still a camera that works. Exactly. My old cheap camera has kept me going for years. I think it was like 6 years old when I bought it, and I bought it 6 years ago, so it's 12, I think, somewhere around there. But it works. It's still a DSLR. I'm gonna go look for my phone stand because I want to try filming on my phone, and I'll see if that works. Oh, there it is. There's my camera bag. That's what I was looking for. Is it in here? No, it's not. Where is it? Am I crazy? Am I losing my marbles? Very, very potentially yes. No. I know where it is. I think. I found it. I found it. It was hiding from me, but I found it. I'm now gonna try and see if I can can't set up my phone for filming, but I don't know how well it's gonna go. I don't know why I'm talking in this tone of voice. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I think the little cover that sits on the teleprompter has to come off. I wish I could show you guys what I'm doing, but my webcam hates me. Eek. The teleprompter has this like bag cover thingy, and I'm gonna see if I can film without it. It might cause a glare though, so I'm gonna see. Also might be too tall. Unsure. Where's that? Oh, that's that. Can I tank this down? Perhaps? Okay. Let me see if I can do this. I had a company sponsor me for this fancy thing that mirrors my phone screen and that I can stick to the back of my phone so I can use my back phone camera. And I want to use it to adjust my camera. Please connect. Yes. Okay. And then, where's my settings? There they are. Okay. Camera. If I sit on my stool, how do I look? Oh, I'm like far from the camera. Wow. I'm also not centered. That's intriguing. There also is glare. But can I get rid of that by like that? Maybe? And then zoom in and angle down a little bit more. How's that? Look. Oh, there's a hella glare. Oh, it's just my phone glaring back at itself. Can I like sort of put this on there? Like, can I do like the loser's version of this where it's like that? Does that work? Does that fix the glare? Sort of. Sort of, but also not really. Yeah, it just glares my entire phone screen for some reason. It hates me. What if I put my iPad here? Will that help? Or will that make it worse? Okay, that just didn't do anything. Okay, so it just hates me. Let me straighten out my phone. is shining off of like my phone screen and shit. What if I do like front camera? What's front camera like? Does front camera also have an issue with glare? Yes, front camera has a worse glare issue. Of course it does. Oh, wait. I got rid of it. I figured it out. I think I did. Maybe. Why does it make my mic look so out of place? I guess it isn't technically entirely centered. It's a little too high up and not in the right spot. So let me just... Which way is the correct way? This way? Yeah. Fiddling. It's fiddling time. Okay. How's that? Oh, that's actually really good. That actually looks good. Wait. I'm a little bit... Can I... Yeah. See? There's me. Dee-dee. A little bit of adjusting to keep me in the center of the frame. But then, is the teleprompter going to work is the question. Because that's it angled all the way up. If I put that there... No. No, the teleprompter's not going to work. Yippee! Don't yippee just yet. I'm still figuring things out. Things could go terribly for me. Don't yippee quite yet. Okay. Is there glare? Oh my god, yeah, the glare's terrible. Ugh. I wish it didn't do that. Whoa. I do not like the sound that made. How's the glare? It's bad. Okay, the glare is bad. But what if I... Consider. What if I angle my phone up? Oh, I can't. Man. Am I hated? Does this thing actually hate me? Chad, am I cooked? It's just so much fiddling going on to try and get things to work. Now I'm like way too zoomed in. I might need to sit on my regular chair, actually. The stool seems too high. Oof. How's the camera now? Now I'm so far down. Now I'm all the way down here. And I'm looking up at my phone. How do I look? Yeah, I'm like too zoomed in. Too high up. Need a little bit of a zoom out. I might just do whatever I consider good enough for now and then like fiddle with it later. You look so small all the way down there. I'm so little. I'm just little. Oh my god, the glare is atrocious. Can you guys see that? Look at that. At the bottom of the screen, you can just straight up see my phone. I just want to use my phone to film, but I might have to use my camera. Can my camera... Where is my camera? Oh, I put it over here. Can my camera be mounted sideways? No. No, so I'd have to figure out a way to mount it and then let it go sideways. Or I could just film horizontally and then crop it. That might actually be the move, honestly. I think my phone's not going to work. I think I want to try so hard, but my phone's just not going to work. Which is annoying because I just set up my entire stupid setup to work on my camera. And then I took it off. And now I have to go all the way back. This is my fault. I did this to myself. Anyways, back to it. Come on, teleprompter. Why are you flopping? Oh, good lord. Okay, that's why you're flopping. Maybe I don't keep the iPad on here for now. Okay. There we go. And then I put the bag back on it. I'm worried my camera battery's gonna die. Even though I still have like half battery left, I'm like, what if I mess up? Okay. Let me check. I'm in my chair. I'm gonna need my stool back once I start filming, but do a little. How is that? Thinking, moving, doing. Am I zoomed in? Yes. Yes, I am. Okay. There we go. Okay. I can use my teleprompter. Yay, 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 yay. I can use my teleprompter. The only thing is I have to take a bunch of notes and turn them into teleprompter files. And this chair is so annoying. How do I do that? What the? Wait, I have an idea. I'm gonna copy and paste. Let me move my mic down. I'm gonna copy and paste a bunch of my scripts into one document. And then just film them all back to back. Videos to record, to film. Oh, come on. Oh my god. Filming Feb 7, 2026. Okay. Oh, good lord. Why do you paste like that? Control-Shift-V. Oh my god. Can I clear your formatting, please? Can you not have indents? Ew. Line and indent. Indentation options. No hanging indents. Okay. That's one. I don't know if it's going to show when things are bold, but I'm going to try. Okay. Filmed. Ah. It feels so weird to have a stream where there's like no music in the background. I feel naked. Ag. That's 3. This is 4. Just taking all of my scripts and pasting them in a Google Doc. And I'll do 5. I think 5 is a good amount of videos to film today. 5 plus a YouTube video. I think that's good. And now that I have this set up, it's going to be so much easier to film more consistently. Because I don't have to take everything down and set it all back up and take everything down and set it all back up again. Now I need the school doc. Oh my god, my creaky ass chair. It makes me want to blow up. Filming. And then share and export. PDF. Save to files. Go to my teleprompter app. Upload from my phone. On my iPad. Filming. Yay! Hey Peyton, so I have 2 cosplay designs. Unfortunately, Soldier, I don't do full costume commissions, just because I don't have the time and I don't have the resources to do things like fittings, etc., etc. I barely have time to make my own costumes, to be quite honest. I don't have the resources to take more on right now. Usually I'd direct you to my cosplay pattern commissions, but unfortunately those are closed right now as well as I work on my fun April project. But research the characters and see if anybody else has cosplayed them and see what they do and take inspiration from that. Or look up like a similar kind of like garment or something you need to make. Like say you need to make a shoulder pauldron or you need to make a suit or something. You can search up the type of thing you're trying to make and see if somebody's made a tutorial for something similar. And hopefully that'll give you like a little bit more of a baseline to go off of. And also don't be afraid to make like mock-ups and stuff to kind of like fiddle with things before you move to your final materials. Hopefully that helps. The way my iPad's heavy and it makes the teleprompter go like down. Okay. Mock-ups are lifesavers. It's true. Exactly. Let me get things set up again. If I sit, can I see myself? Ooh. No, I need to adjust that. Okay.
Dirty brown water.
Okay. How do I look in frame? Oh, I look good. I should be able to crop. Price credit tickets for one hydration check. Oh, thank you so much, soldier. That means that not only, folks, do I need to take a sip of my beverage, but you need to take a sip of yours, and you are legally required to tell me what you're drinking, or else. I'm drinking water. I should be drinking more water if I'm filming, but, you know. There we go. Okay. Who is that white woman on your bottle? Her? That's Emma, babe, that's Emma Frost. Babe, that's Emma Frost, Marvel Rivals. Wait. Water bottle tour. Wow, it's so bright. Wow, it is so bright. Here, wait, let me fix that. Hi, can we turn things down, please? Okay, no, that doesn't fix it. Man, you guys just have to look from a distance, okay? I can't show you it any closer up. It looks terrible. My diva, Emma Frost, I thought it'd be really funny to clip a keychain to my water bottle, and it is, except for when I'm drinking. And it jingles. Especially because this is my gym water bottle. I don't think I can show that on Twitch. Frankie Stein, Be More Chill 10th anniversary sticker, Zanirith, Meet Me in the Trenches, and it's the Club Penguin dance floor. This is a zombie diner diva from Universal Studios. She's losing so much color in her. Rhea Ripley, Sugar Bones, freebie sticker. And yeah, that's my water bottle. I think I never understood the concept of an emotional support water bottle you cover with stickers until I bought this one last year. And now I don't go anywhere without this thing. This thing and I are like blood brothers. With all that said, who wants to film? I do. Me, I do. Okay. Let's see if this is gonna work. Me, I want to film. I want to film. Me. Okay. I think my head's like a little bit cropped out. I think I need to pan slightly upwards. Oh god. That should be okay now. Every time I have to like pan my camera, it takes the entire... That's much better. It takes the entire weight of the teleprompter, my camera, my iPad, Hey, lock in. Hey, focus. Hey, webcam. Hey, webcam. There we go. Hey, jingle, jingle, jingle. Okay. I'm gonna hit record on that. I'm gonna hit record on the camera, and let's start filming. Record on the camera. You recording now? Yeah, you are. Okay. I'm gonna bring this closer to my face so that people can hear me talk. Okay. This is your last chance to get these cosplay patterns. This is your last chance to get these cosplay patterns. This is your last chance to get these cosplay patterns. Every year or so, I go through all my cosplay sewing patterns on my shop to make sure they're still up to my standards. Sometimes, if they aren't, I'll update them, but sometimes if they don't sell well or they need a complete remake, I'll put them into retirement. Usually when I do this, it means you can't purchase them. Usually when I do this, this means you can't purchase them with my other patterns unless you know where to look on my website. They no longer get included in sales, and I don't offer courtesy one-on-one support, and I can no longer vouch for their quality compared to modern patterns since I'm not familiar with how they come together anymore. I'm going to say that again. Thought you were telling me to focus. I was like, I am. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Can you imagine? I'm just going to start that from the beginning because I don't remember what part I wanted to refilm. Every year or so, I go through all my cosplay sewing patterns on my shop to make sure they're still up to my standards, and if they're not, I put them into retirement. Usually when I do this, this means you can't purchase them with my other patterns, unless you know where to look. They no longer get included in sales, I don't offer my courtesy one-on-one support, and they no longer get updates, and I can no longer vouch for their quality compared to my modern patterns since I'm not familiar with how they come together anymore. All this to say, here's what's leaving the shop in April 2020. All this to say, here's what's leaving the shop in April 2026 and entering the vault. If you want them, come get them and use code LASTCHANCE to save 40% off of them only on cospayton.com. This sale doesn't run on my Etsy, it is only on my main shop. This sale also doesn't run on my Etsy, it's only on my main shop, so get them while you can. One video. Okay. Ugh. Here are some things in the cosplay community that I think are overhyped. Here are some things in the cosplay community that I think are overhyped, which may be a little controversial. Helmet wigs. I think they are so cool and they look so great. But also, why did I see somebody make a helmet wig for a lightly curled hair down look? It didn't need that. You could have saved so much time and money just keeping the wig as is when you bought it and curling it and styling it without turning it into a helmet. Colored contacts from companies that will send them to you for cheap or free. Y'all, some of these companies are not good for your eyes. You need to be doing research and making sure that they follow safety regulations. Y'all, some of these cosplay... One more time. Sorry, why did I just yell? Y'all, I didn't scroll far enough. Y'all, some of these companies are not good for your eyes. You need to be doing research and making sure they follow safety regulations and send you safe contacts. Some companies are great. I work with one myself, but remember that everything has a catch and your eyes aren't something you should mess around with. Please, for the love of God, talk to your optometrist. Wearing uncomfortable shoes simply because they're canon. You'll often see me in one of 3 pairs of shoes while cosplaying because if my feet hurt, I become a demon nightmare to be around. I'll always prioritize my pretty but comfortable shoes over canon accuracy for my own sake. Winning cosplay contests. What can I say? Some of y'all are sore losers and think winning is everything. That's all. Cosplaying something only because it's popular and you think you'll get clout from it and not because you actually like it. Overconsumption. Having a new cosplay for every single con you go to multiple times a year is unnecessary. Even if this is your job, you can rewear cosplays. You're allowed. In fact, it's encouraged. I've already worn a costume I made last year 5 times, and you bet I'm going to wear it a 6th. And finally, making every single part of your cosplay. Sometimes I don't want to. And buying, commissioning, or modifying something isn't something to be ashamed of. Let me do that part again. Sometimes I don't wanna, and buying, commissioning, or modifying something isn't something to be ashamed of. Did I miss anything? Let me know and maybe I'll make a part 2. Okay, next. Drag and cosplay are like sisters and we could all stand to learn a thing or two from each other. Here are some drag tips you can use on your next cosplay. Gluing down your eyebrows. This one I feel is obvious, but you can glue down and conceal your eyebrows to give you more space for creative makeup looks. This is a great way to draw a completely new brow shape for an anime character or give you extra room for eyeshadow and other makeup. Wearing multiple pairs of tights. Oftentimes drag artists with their legs showing aren't showing any of their bare leg. They often have 2 or more pairs of pantyhose and tights on. My personal favorite method for this is 1 to 2 pairs of pantyhose and a pair of dance shimmer tights over top. This gives you an almost blank canvas to work with and make your legs look fantastic. It is also a great way to feel more secure if you're worried about how little clothing you're wearing on the bottom. It just genuinely feels like wearing leggings. Padding. In that same vein, let's talk shape. Padding. In that same vein, let's talk shapewear. Drag artists also hide hip and butt pads under all those layers of tights. And in that same vein, let's talk shapewear. Drag artists also hide hip and butt pads under all those layers of tights, and the layering helps smooth it out too. If padding isn't your thing, you can also buy or make a well-fitting corset that can really adjust your figure. I wear the Orchard corset. I wear the Orchard corset. Almost said it again. I wear the Orchard corset waspy, and it gives me Pixar mom proportions. And finally, painting for the back of the room. Often, drag is done in dimly lit bars where many people aren't seeing you up close, so you want to do your makeup so that the back of the room can see you just as well. This applies to cosplay too. A lot of makeup doesn't look as good on camera or comes across really subtle in person. If you're performing on stage or doing a photo shoot, consider wearing more makeup than you think you'll need, as it'll get washed out by the camera or under the stage lights. Are you a drag artist or a cosplayer? Drop a tip I missed below. Okay, and I think this is the last one. Cosplayers, if celebrities can wear these outfits without costume malfunctions, so can you. If you've ever seen one of Sabrina Carpenter's Juno poses, if you've ever seen, oh my god, you can tell I've been talking for too long and I start fumbling my words. If you've ever seen one of Sabrina Carpenter's Juno poses and thought to yourself, oh my god, how is she wearing such teeny tiny bottoms and nothing's popping out? Well, let me introduce you to the magic of safety/modesty garments. Most people have probably heard of wearing safety shorts under a skirt, but what if you still want to wear itty bitty little bottoms that shorts won't cut it for? Wear multiple pairs of tights. Most celebrities you see on stage who have impossibly smooth and shiny legs and no wardrobe malfunctions are probably wearing 1 or 2 pairs of pantyhose and then shimmer dance tights over top. I'm snotty. One more time. Most celebrities you see on stage who have impossibly smooth and shiny legs and no wardrobe malfunction are probably wearing 1 or 2 pairs of pantyhose and then shimmer dance tights over top. They help smooth everything out and make sure you don't pop a lip you don't mean to. Other modesty garments you can wear to feel more secure in cosplays are pasties if you're worried about nipples, a dance belt if you've got some bulging throwing through your spandex supersuit down in the bottom, and fashion tape to keep certain pieces of your outfit stuck down where you want them to be. There's actually one more video. I lied to you guys. I need to stop filming this and then film this again. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video and then start the video up again. Stop. Start. There we go. Okay. One more time. Final video. Okay. Your cosplays are making you sick. Seriously, I keep seeing y'all complaining that you're lightheaded or you get winded easily, and it very well could be because you're not working safely. This is a respirator, and I'm begging you to wear one if you're working with smells. This is a respirator, and I'm begging you to wear one if what you're working with smells nasty. Uhu glue, respirator. Contact cement, respirator. Spray paint, respirator. Resin, respirator. EVA foam, respirator. A lot of people don't realize this, but EVA foam releases fumes when heated up. It also releases dust when sanded, and you do not want to get that in your lungs. A respirator is a worthwhile investment whenever you're working with any sort of smelly material. Worst case scenario, you don't need to wear it, and you're a little too overprotective. That's fine. Other personal protective equipment you should be considering wearing when working on cosplay are gloves and goggles or other protective eyewear. You only have one body, and no cosplay should ever permanently damage that body, especially when it's preventable. Safe cosplay is good cosplay, and a safe cosplayer is a happy cosplayer. I'm done! I did it! I don't know why I just made that face at the camera. That was like an evil face. I did it! Yay. Yay, yay, yay. I did it! Yippee! Yippee! Yay! I need to save that audio before I... Yippee! Yippee! Thank you, Kimber. Thank you, Icefire. Thank you, Soldier. Yippee! Yippee! Video editing. I'm just going to put this in the YouTube folder. Social media. Shorts. Oh, I just burped directly into the mic. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Shorts batch. And then export. I did it! That actually was not that bad. I'm used to filming being like an absolute nightmare. Wasn't that bad. I honestly can't complain that much. I love the teleprompter. The teleprompter kind of rules. Let me see if I can show you guys what it actually like looks like. Man. Webcam, please. Please work with me here. Okay. No, I can't. You can see the reflection of the teleprompter. You can't see, like, my iPad reflecting onto the screen. That's a bummer. I want to show you guys how it works. Boo. Maybe I'll post, like, a video on my Instagram story. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. I'll put this there.
Let's get a good stretch.
A stretch? I genuinely need that. I've been going to the gym the past couple weeks, and my body is sore all the time. Not in, like, a bad way, but in, like, a, I'm, like, working out muscles that don't get worked out way. So it's, like, a good sore. Here, I'll film a little video. I'll film a little video for Instagram, and then I'll post it. Okay. Since I can't show the people on Twitch, I'm posting this on Instagram. Here is my teleprompter setup. Ignore my super bright key light. This is my iPad, and it's an app that comes with my teleprompter. It's free. You can set scroll, you can set like text size, you can import your own scripts. So this is the scripts for the shorts I was just filming. And then this is a little piece of glass. And then around the back here is my camera peeking through the little bag, through the piece of glass, and it doesn't catch any of the reflections. And that's my teleprompter. I just used it for the first time to film some videos, and I kind of fell in love with it, so highly recommend. There. A video for Instagram later. Why did I just say that like, hello, princess? Hello, princess, I'd like to film a video for Instagram later. Princess, can I have a little kiss? What a time to be alive, guys. What a world we live in. I'm normal. I'm normal. Sorry, ignore that. I just thought about something really funny that I can't talk about on stream. Oh. I don't know why I did it like that. I think that is gonna mark the end of stream for me, but let's raid Bunchata. Let's raid beloved Buncha. Buncha is working on her new model, and Buncha also made my Zenirth VTuber. So go give Buncha some love. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go see if I can convince my husband to go to the gym today because I want to go to I want to be swole and woke or whatever. That's the wrong way to say it, but yeah. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. I should be back on Thursday, probably editing the videos we just filmed. So I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna keep doing this.